Just one more minute, Ozzy, and then we'll go outside. Just one more minute. I know. Just a sec, okay? He's looking at me with his beautiful brown eyes. He's like, Mom, what are you doing? Mommy, can we go outside? You gonna come up or you not? Okay, he's not gonna. He just wants to go out. All right, guys, how is it going? How's it going? Stephanie Aune, coming to you here from the banks of the Trinity River near Willow Creek, California. Oz and I welcome you to the studio. Very glad you could be here with us. In this final edition of 30 times 3, we are talking about green washi tape and flowers. So I did have that second flowers in there. I had flowers in the prompts twice. However, when I went to look for elements, I was thinking, okay, I'll just do leaves instead of flowers, and then I can have some variety. But then I found these little metal elements, and then I was looking to see what I could paint them with, and then I had some embossing powder sitting on my desk from doing the black one, and I'll just emboss these. And they actually did turn out really cool. And then I painted over the top of them, and then I made them not as cool as what they once were. You don't have to paint over the top of that embossing, but I did need it to be green. I needed it to be green. Showed you phthalo green, which is a very transparent color. We talk about the difference between the transparent and opaque colors. They are definitely things that you need to be aware of when you're purchasing paint. So you want to try to get the opaque paints and not the transparent ones. There are times when transparent ones are cool and that they work well, like with the phthalos. Phthalos are generally transparent, I believe, but most of our paint you want to have as opaque. Okay, this is part of the contest. This will be the final one. We'll do the drawing tomorrow. Actually, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow, and I will do an announcement regarding the drawing, and then we will talk also about our design concepts, and we'll review everything. This beautiful one fills in our last spot on the board. I think I'm pretty happy with our composition. These are our 18 colors right there, right? And then these are our other elements, working with our triads, our complementaries, our split complementary, rainbow colors, and then this one was harmonious, meaning that they were the ones that were next to each other. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay, this is part of the contest, so be sure to do what you need to do, and if you don't know what you need to do, then you go down in the comments and you look it up. Okay, all right, everybody. I hope you have a great day, and as always, we will chat soon. Love you guys. Bye. Last one. The very, very last one. Green. Straight up, happy old green. Last color. And washi tape. And flowers. So remember, I put the flower back one back a while ago. I don't love washi tape because washi tape is so plastic and it doesn't stick for poo. Although I do know where the washi tape is located, so that's nice. I don't know if I have anything that's green. Got a lot of Tim Holtzy stuff. Okay, I'm gonna look over these washi tapes and see what I can come up with to maybe make some flowers. You know, it's just, there's just not, I'm not a huge fan of washi tape. And I already did flowers. Dang it. I should do leaves. leaves are on flowers. I haven't done anything that has a leaf design, and I do have some elements that would work perfect for that. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And with those leaves, I'm gonna create some rhythm and repetition. So that would be good. Since there's a duplicate in there of the flowers, you know, feel free to, you know, maybe take even that petal shape. Teardrop would be really cool. You could do something like that. Or of course you can do a different type of flower. Do whatever you would like to do. I'm gonna change it up a little bit, and I'm gonna do the leaves of the flower instead of just the flower itself, because I know that in my stash I have some great elements for that, and that's what I'm going to use. Okay, washi tape. Oh. Let's see what I can do. Again, I don't think I have anything that would be green. I'll figure it out. We'll chat soon. Bye. Okay, well, since I have this embossing stuff out, and look, I found flowers that were nothing similar to the other flowers that I've done before. Yay, so I can justify using them. And since I have the embossing stuff out right now, we're gonna try something cool. We're gonna try something new. This is embossing ink, which we know works much better than not using the embossing ink or stuff. Well, it's not very inky, is it? Where's the lid? Where's the lid? All right, I'm gonna get a new deli sheet down here for this. Right there. And I've got this Seth Apter patina oxide. Now this was part of that original baked texture. And this is a gorgeous color, guys. So happy I remembered it. I'm like, oh, wait a second. I got those. I got those. I got this. I'm going to do this. Oh, yes. I'm going to knock those off. Knock that off. Not too much. Oh, don't put your fingers on it, Stuffy. Dang it. Kid. What are you thinking? There we go. I got my fingerprints over it again. Stay on there. Dang it. So I think that there. Okay. I know this is loud. No, it doesn't work. Are you kidding me? What the heck? I know that it's plugged in because all right. So all the work that I just did wasn't filmed. Yeah. So let's just recap what I've just done. I found my industrial heater, and this is what those little brass pieces, little tin pieces just became. Are they not gorgeous? I mean, that's cool stuff. They're really, really, truly beautiful. And along with the Seth Apter color, I did put in another color of embossing powder on it, which was this one. This is Wendy somebody designer series embossing powder Fern Green Ranger. And then I used Seth Apter's patina oxide. Very cool stuff, and this is to die for. It really truly is. I will use this again. Then I took washi tape in different values, right? And then I couldn't, I tried to make an interesting composition out of the washi tape with the different values. Kind of squint at it, see what the values are gonna do, all right? So then what I tried to do is I tried to spray some of this stuff on, and since this was washi tape, it just beat it up and made a mess. So then I went through and put a layer of clear gesso over it. I did. So why did I use the clear gesso? You guys remember from creating your first altered book, part 3 regarding gesso, we put on clear gesso so that we can create some tooth. When we create tooth, we will be able to put the paint over the top of it. I want to put it on a transparent layer or semi-transparent layer. So I want to try to use my dilutions. This is a little bit more opaque, most likely, but I do think that it will look beautiful with our scheme of things. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, all of that stuff took like 20 or 30 minutes because my dryer didn't work. Let's see if it turns back on when it cools down. Oh, still hasn't turned on. Used it 3 times. 3. Count them. 3 times. I think I got this one from Michael's. However, my industrial heat gun, which is the one that I used, this is the one that I used for flow painting, as you can tell. This thing is like, whoop, and it worked. We like this guy. I always kind of worry about burning the house down with this one, so I don't use it very often. But I guess now I'll be using it whenever I need a heat gun, because the other one was a piece of poop and died after 3 uses, maybe 4 tops. I don't use embossing powder very often, but I need to use it more. Okay, we'll go back down to the table now that I've told you everything that I've done, and now that you're like 10 minutes short on video footage. And of course, it's the very last one, too. Anyways, let's get back to the table. We'll chat soon. Bye. Okay. We can see if this will work. If it's too thick, now that we have that gesso layer on, we'll be able to wipe it off. Or if it's too shiny, it might be too shiny for our elements. Because our elements are gorgeous, we really don't want our background to compete with them. So we're just going to grab a smaller brush here. I have 2 pairs of glasses on my table right now. It's not necessarily a great place for them. Okay, this is going to be opaque enough. But does it work for what we want it to do? I think it works pretty well. It's creating our value study for us. Oh, it is a little yellow-green. This is phthalo green. This is a bluer green, which true green is a bluer green. We're just going to mix it right in there with it. I think that's lovely. Let's grab a little, grab black. Of course, I haven't been able to find my black for a couple days now. Let's put a little white on here, I guess. Now, when you add titanium white, it becomes less transparent. Phthalo green is a transparent color. You see how you can see through it? Means it's transparent. Let's look at these. This one says opaque. This one should say transparent. Yes, right there. See how it goes to transparent over opaque. So if you look, and then it says low tinting instead of high tinting. It's right in the middle for thickness to thinness. It is a high gloss paint. Okay, so here, when you're at the art store, on the back, you can see whether a color is opaque or transparent. See here, it says opaque. Let's see, this expert series. That's way too hard to read. I won't even try. Let's look at this guy. Permanent. This should say here somewhere. It probably says it right underneath all of that paint. So you want, most of your paint needs to be opaque if you want to have good coverage. What does a transparent paint do? As you can see right through it. As soon as you add the opaque white to it, then it becomes less transparent. Cool, huh? So, if you're buying your, if you're venturing into the art aisle instead of just the papercraft aisle, you guys should feel more confident every day that you know what you're going to be looking for when you get there. Right? And if anything, I hope that this has given you that confidence that now you can go and feel like you have a good idea of what you're looking at when you see that whole row full of different types of paints, and they're all different price points and they're different brands. It's like, well, what are they? Why are they so different? Well, each thing does its own thingy. So I like that I chose a transparent paint for this. Do I love what's happening with it? Not necessarily, but let's make that a little bit better. Oh, everything gets a little bit better when you add some shimmer. I'm just saying. And look at that. That's a cool color. So let's start pulling some more of that back in. You do have to stir up these guys. Not trying for all over coverage, we're just trying to have some cool, interesting background. I think we accomplished that right there. That is awesome. We're gonna let that dry, and we're gonna glue these guys on. They almost need a little shimmer paint, don't they? They almost need a little something. Let's see what we can do here. Bloop. Oh, wow. When in doubt, finger paint. That's a bluer green. That's a warmer green. We're not trying to cover up all of our coolness. We're just trying to enhance it a little bit more. Just like that. That's me. It's me. It's me. It's me, Oz. It's me. It's okay, my love. All right. I'm going to grab the E6000 since the Fabri-Tac has been so disappointing. That green paint on there will get taken off most likely a little bit more. Alright guys, I will go through and most likely take some of that paint off and probably do a little bit of highlighting or something in there. But I think it is successful as far as the color goes. We're right there, we're right on spot. So I think it's a fun composition. it does need to be worked a little bit more. And again, I will take off some of that stuff there. I'm going to also put a little, sorry about that, clamp on this to clamp these puppies down to make sure that they dry the way I want them to dry and not the way they want to dry. My clamps are on my light here, so that's why it keeps bouncing. Sorry. There we go. Now it will all stick down. But I'm going to leave it at there. I'm sure we've had enough time on the clock, and I'm just kind of putzing around with it. So hopefully you enjoyed this piece. This is the last one in the series, and tomorrow we'll go through and kind of review all of the different terms and things that we've learned. It'll be kind of a good summary, I think. And I'm going to work on getting all these intros done and then get them put up onto the board in a way that makes sense to me. So we've got washi, we got flowers, and we have green. And then I'm going to make sure what side is up while that's drying. We're going to put this on with E6000. Again, guys, the Velcro needs to go on with something other than Fabri-Tac, because every single one that I put down with Fabri-Tac has had to be re-glued. The Velcro is too strong for the Fabri-Tac. Probably need to start putting like a piece of washi tape in between all of those before I stick them on the board, and that way I can rearrange them easier. The washi tape will come off, so that won't be a good solution either. Oh, darn it. Oh, that would have been good for my deli sheet, and then I just put a big blob of glue on it. All right, guys. Well, it's been a busy and exciting 30 days of art. I have to say, I think the project was super cool. And I wish I would have had something like this in art school for color theory. It would have made it a lot more fun. And I think it's much easier to see the concepts at work when you can actually, put them into your own compositions, or you see the compositions being built around a word or two. I think it makes a lot of sense. So, okay, guys, I hope you have a great day. We'll chat soon.